Well, welcome everybody to another episode of Gamer Shop Simulator. As we're like I'm in the friggin' middle of something, right? I know it feels just jumped right into it. So this episode, I'm not gonna mess with you. You know, I'm not playing with you. Like I'm gonna tell you straight up right here, right now. Might be a snoozer. This episode might be a snoozer. It might be just kind of one of those episodes that just there's not a lot going on, and really. First of all, I hate saying that because, you know, obviously I want you to be here with me till the end. Be here till the end. Be here till I die. No, so look, here, I'll give you a little bit of explanation here. The reason why I feel like this is because, look, the reviews say rating at 8.3. However, we're just not, we're not at 4 stars. So we have no capabilities of having newer items, and that's kind of what I was in here looking at, if we have that ability quite yet. We don't. Now, somebody did comment, and I don't know if this is true or not. It could be, it could not be. It might be true, but somebody said maybe one of the reasons why you don't have a higher star rating is because of potentially emptiness in the store, not enough products on the shelf. You know what I mean? Maybe that's the reason why your store is not fully rated to its best potential. Then, you know, that could be something. There I'm not going to disregard that, because you could be on something there. Like, you could be on the right path to success. Now, somebody said I missed a box back here. Also, I don't think so. I don't think I missed a box. Did I? Oh my god. He missed the box. You are absolutely right. I did miss a box. It's a freaking... You know how well that looked? There's a trash bag on top of the box. And it looked like it made part of the other boxes. That's fuck. I almost said the F word. Well, maybe I should have. That's pretty good. That's pretty great. All right. Anyways, good shout. So I don't know who, I forgot who it was, but they said, you know, you missed the box. I was like, there's no way I missed a box. Oh, yes, there is. There's absolutely a way you missed a box there. Good job, forehead. Anyways, there we go. Fantastic. Danielle's sleeping right now, and I'm yelling like an idiot. Like, don't wake her up with your antics. I might wake her up. She might be very upset. I'm just breathing. I don't want to... I feel bad. I don't want to, like, wake her up. Anyways, all right. So I guess one thing that we're going to have to try to do, have an attempt to do, have an attempt to do today is, I guess, fill out the stuff that we have and hope that our rating goes up. Because, I mean, we have 5, right? We have, you know what? Let's bring in the VR. We haven't done this in a while. So let's go 2 VR, 4 controllers. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll bring these sons of guns in. $4,000. There you go. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It just doesn't, like... I thought... I was really thinking that if we got to 8, that we would have got that star. But that's not the case. And it might be something where it's like you need to have more items in the store for the rating to go up. So, again, we're going to be testing out that mostly today. See if we can get our rating up to 4. Because once we get, like, just like a little bit, like the 4 stars... we will be able to have, like, not like a ton of items, but we will have at least a good amount of new items coming into the store, which I like to experience for myself, and I'm sure you guys would like to experience as well. Like, the VR placement is terrible there, but that's all right. All right. I did order 4 controllers, yeah? 1 box there. Uh-oh. Did I not order 4? Oh, no, they're just on the other pallets. I see, okay. Right. Anyways, some people like the fact that we were talking about, you know, things yesterday, stores, background, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of information. And for some of you guys that are maybe new to the channel, I tend to do it a lot. I tend to talk about stories and then, well, I tend to do it quite a bit. You know, stories of myself, personal, you know, history and all that. And I there's a lot of good series out there that have a lot more. Like, if you're like, oh, I like what the heck this guy's talking about, like, there's a series called Trader Life Simulator, which is very similar to this, kind of just with food and stuff and more life aspects. Trader Life Simulator Village playlists or whatever series that is, the Village. There's a lot of personal stuff that I talk about in there, and a lot of good dialogue. The Tenets, if you've ever seen or heard of the Tenets, the game The Tenets, season 1, not season 2. There's a lot of good, rich history and rich, just good talking in that one as well. I don't know. Whoa! This is not new. Why am I getting excited? I've kind of steered away. I've kind of steered away from these racks. And the reason why is because look at them. They look like, racks that we would have back here in the warehouse. Like, why would I want to put that in the front, on the sales floor? I don't necessarily want to. I really don't. But I'm kind of like forced. My hand is a little bit forced to buy a couple of these shelves that I don't necessarily need quite yet because I just haven't been able to fill them. I don't know, man. It's getting weird, dude. This game's getting a little weird. And the end game, you can almost kind of say the end game. There's not much here. But let's what I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna try to bring in just a bunch of variety items, and hopefully that will translate into higher ratings here. We did the chairs and all that. Let's bring in like this little one. This almost looks like the new Elgato webcam. Let's bring in a few of those, and then let's do a couple more of those. And we did some speakers. We didn't do all the speakers, but we did a few. Let's bring in some more mouse pads again. Let's bring in the black one. 5 of them, and then we'll put in like a bunch of like small ones, like 3 owls, 3 Halloween nights, 3 fisting. Dare I do the big chested lady? Probably not. Maybe, I don't know. I could do like the Alaskan Northern Lights or something. I don't even know. In the wrestler. I don't know. How much money is this? Hopefully this isn't too much. No, show me my money. Yeah, $1,500. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff. It's very much a lot of stuff and just not too much money. A lot of tiny little things here. What else can I buy? Oh, I guess I can buy a bunch of mouses. This is something we haven't done really a lot of. So let's bring in a few of those. Let's bring in a few of those, I'm just going to spam it, really. Why the hell would I buy that? But I did. 56 items, $2,200. Turn that into $2,600. That's like 56 boxes. And they're all tiny. Okay, well, that's cool. Oh my God, so many. Oh my Lord. We're going to be here for ages. Like I said, told you, today's episode's not going to be that, and especially having to go back and forth. Oh my God. Unless something changes while we're doing this, as we're doing this, it's going to be a very snoozing episode, dude. I don't know. But anyways, I guess we can, like... Oh God, Jesus Christ. We can, why... that just creeped me the hell out. Like, the officer came around the corner. That is weird! Go away! Stop it! Get the hell out of my store. Get out of here. You freak. Anyways, yeah, so I don't know. I just this is like probably like one of the hardest parts of making content. It's like when there comes a point in a game where it's like, I would like to go to the next step, please, so I can talk more about the game. But the game says no. And the game's like, you know what? No. And that's kind of like it's not about it. It's not about doing content. It just mainly depends on what game you're playing. And in this case, the game that we're playing here is, you know, we've gone on over about it this entire series. We know what to expect with this game. It's not too much, you know, you shouldn't too much. But however, everyone in like some people in the Discord, some people in the comment section, some people in the live stream, they have told me that they have purchased this game. And, you know, I'm glad that some people are giving this game a shot, for sure. And I'll kind of like rebuttal myself here a little bit. If you like these kinds of games, if you like simulation games, if you like store operating games, if you like to get inventory and all that, check out Trader Life Simulator. Trader Life Simulator. You can check out my series, you know, if you're unsure about the game, just take a look. If you don't know what it is, go look at it. I can't believe I just came back here for one item. And it's very similar to this. Very similar. You walk around, you do this, you have your store and all that. It's a little bit different, of course. It's actually more advanced than this game is. Probably this game will ever be. It is a little bit pricey, I know. It's like, I think it's like 20 bucks. So it's pricey. It's very pricey. But, you know, I don't know. If you like these kinds of games, it's always that way to go. I'll put that there. Yeah. Oh yeah, so somebody said that they had a Sears. They had a freaking Sears where they live still. Like, I know some people don't know what a Sears is, but for the ones that do know what a Sears is, I can't believe that there's still a Sears operating, which is great. Yeah, but believe it or not, I did work for Radio Shack for almost like an entire year before we went out of business. That was fun. I think the one thing I really liked about Radio Shack is some customers were very passionate. Like, it was like the older generation that was very passionate. You learned a lot because in the early 80s and the 90s, before cell phones were a big thing, Radio Shack was like a big freaking deal. A big deal. And before like big giant department stores like Best Buy came in, Walmart selling electronics at a heavy rate or whatever it might be, Amazon, another thing. Amazon was an absolute killer for Radio Shack, but not just Radio Shack. Amazon kills a lot of businesses, even mom and pop shops. But we're all guilty. We're all guilty of using it because the service is there, you know. However, kind of going on more about the Radio Shack thing, it's like back in the 80s and 90s, and even before then, like I said, Radio Shack was a company that was around for 100 years at least, I think. Like, they were started in like the 1920s-ish, maybe just a little under 100 years, but 1920s, I believe, is when Radio Shack, like, I learned a lot, but it's, like I said, it's been 7 years since I worked there, and, what the frick, dude? Don't put pizza on me. But you gotta learn, you learned a lot about some of the customers that would come all the time. And you almost think, oh, you're crazy for coming here all the time. But like, they're the older customers, the older generation that loved like ham radios and stuff like that. And they had like their own little ham radio like clubs and stuff. Like people that were like in like the age of 70, 80 years old, right? They walk in and they're like, hey, do you know so and so? Oh, you don't? And the sad part is like the ham radio kind of hobby. It was a hobby, or it is a hobby, at least where I live. It all depended on generation, right? And so generation would have to continue that hobby in a way, kind of in that way, right? But it was kind of sad because like once those people did die, once they did pass away, like the hobby passed away with the generation. Like those ham radio guys, man, it just passed away with them in a way. And it's kind of sad to think about, but man, it was so cool to meet some of them and see how passionate they were just over radio. And like some of the experiences they would tell me about how they would be like contacting someone, you know, in like China or wherever around the world, anywhere around the world. To them, it was super, super cool. Like they were like, guess what? I can talk to so and so in China or wherever wherever this person was, or in the Philippines or where, you know. And I would always pretend like, yo, that's so cool, you know, like that is awesome, good for you, man. But at the same time, I'm like, I'm gonna jump on the Discord. I'm gonna jump on YouTube. I'm gonna just hit the comment section. I'm gonna talk to anyone anywhere, right? And you know, with the generation, like they don't, obviously they're not technological savvy and things like that. So I would never, I just want to explain what a Discord was to them. I don't think Discord was around then, but like TeamSpeak, of course, was. And if you're too young to ever like use TeamSpeak or like know what TeamSpeak is, then my God, then you are starting to make me feel old. But don't walk through me. Anyways, yeah, so it was just fun to see how like excited they were, but they probably don't know how exciting it was for them to have, or how exciting it is, or sorry, they didn't know that people like us how easy it already is to talk to people in other countries and people around the world and things like that. So I just let them have their moment, let them have their moment, But my God, they were talkers. They would talk all the time, and they would talk and they would talk, and when you thought they were done talking, guess what? They'd talk a little bit more again. Good faith though. Good faith. Really good types of people. Anyways, so yeah, somebody did say there was a Sears that was still around where they lived, and when Sears was around, like I had a lot of good memories at Sears because that's a place where like my grandpa would take me. He would take me there because I don't know, there was like he loved it. He loved that's where he got some of his friggin' pants. That's where he got his shirts. That's where he got his tools. Mostly tools and stuff like that. I think our Sears at one point did car services. So like you would go there and get your car serviced and things like that. And we had a lot of good times there. And in my Sears, I don't know if it's if it's a standard in all Sears, but at least in the Sears I had, um, they had like a photographer, professional photographer, and that's where you would go to get your photography done here in town. Of course, back then my town was a lot smaller than it is today. It's kind of grown kind of extremely fast recently, but yeah, that's where you would go to get your photographer. And I actually had a best friend whose mom was one of those photographers and things like that. But like a very fond memory that I have, very good memory, is that um, for people that don't know, I live where practically, like I live right now where I practically grew up my entire life. Kind of. Um, I live in the house that my grandfather used to live in, and some of you guys don't know, some of you guys do know, people that were around on the channel for like, actually have been around on the channel for over a year now. You guys know that hard time that I went through just last year in May, where, I lost, my grandfather passed away, and he was really one of the closest people in my lives. And me and him just had a special connection all the time. And, he was he was just a good guy. He was a really good guy. And I live in his house. So I live in the home that he had obviously before he passed away. But the home that I live in, he had since the 90s. And when I was growing up as a kid, my parents weren't together. They were divorced, A lot of people, a lot of kids gone through that, especially if you were born in the 90s, like me, 80s, 70s, 2000. Well, I can't really speak for 2000s children because I don't really hang out with anybody that was born in 2000, so I don't know their stories. But like when my parents did divorce and they split up, my grandfather was like the centerpiece. My dad had to go to work, my mom had to go to work. They both had to go to work. So where would little Forehead go? Well, he would be babysat by his grandfather, and this is the same house that I grew up in, and kind of, in a way. And so when my grandfather became ill and he had to really be taken care of, like my dad had to like start taking care of full time. He couldn't live by himself anymore. He would fall a lot, at here, and I got the opportunity to, and at this point, I lived on my own. I lived with Danielle. We lived down the street from him, right? From him, like from here. And so when he became that age and that, that old, to the point where he couldn't take care of himself by himself, couldn't be by himself, I guess. We he offered the house for us, and it's not like a freaking house, dude. I'm not living in a big house. I'm living in a trailer, really. But it's a home. It's a home. That's what a house is, right? House is a home. Home is a house. And I couldn't like bear to like see anybody own this house except for me because of all the memories and things like that. Like I just couldn't do it. So I sold the place I was living in with Danielle before I sold the place, and you know what? I said I'll take his home. You know, I could go and live somewhere else. I can go be in an apartment or whatever. I could go, you know, live in a house if I wanted to, but I choose to live and stay in a trailer because this is, you know, materialistic things. It's not. I'm not like worried about the next new thing. I'm not worried about having a big this or a big that. I need somewhere where I can just live, where I can make my content, and that's pretty much it, and be happy and have, you know, a little space of mine, you know what I mean? So a lot of people in different cultures, a lot of people that don't understand, a lot of younger adults that think it's not cool, whatever it might be. Um, they'll make fun of you. They'll make fun of you that you live in a trailer or something like that, and, or a manufactured home is what you could call it as well. They'll make fun of you, and it's like, you know what, whatever, dude. I choose to be here. So many memories, so many great memories with my family, my grandfather. This was his place, this was our place, and I'm gonna keep it. And I don't, you know, I know there's gonna be a day eventually in my life where I'm gonna have to like make that hard decision where it's like, all right, gotta step away, you know. You gotta step away. But I don't know, you know, that's gonna be a hard day in itself. I'm not worried about it now, but I'm just saying eventually that time will come. Anyways, it kind of goes back to the whole thing that when I was growing up, uh, my grandfather, he bought me. I was super heavy into Blues Clues. Like, I thought Blues Clues was an absolute banger. The Steve Blues Clues, you know, the old school Blues Clues. Anyways, my grandpa decided, you know what? I'm going to buy him an authentic Blues Clues red freaking chair. I'm going to buy him the authentic little green and striped polo shirt. And I'm going to buy him some authentic khakis. Now, the khakis and the green poloed shirt, you know, that Blues Clues or Steve would wear, he got at Sears. He got at Sears. And what he did is he dressed me up in that, put me, we took the red chair, took the red Blues Clues chair, took my notebook, took my crayon, and we went to Sears. And when we went to Sears, we friggin' took a lot of good pictures. I should show that someday. Maybe I'll put that in the Discord someday. I have like actual photos in my closet here where it shows the pictures of me as a baby, not a baby, as a toddler, probably a toddler, of, you know, rocking it with the Blues Clues outfit and the Blues Clues chair. It was very incredible. I don't know. I don't know. That's what Sears means to me, I guess. I know it's kind of weird to say, but like, that's what Sears means to me. It was a pretty good place back in the 90s and early 2000s, of course. Wow, 10 grand. So we can like send it. So let's go ahead and just send it. There's our additional upgrade now. So how empty does our store look now? Yeah. Very, very empty. All right, let's clean this out a little bit. Can I turn on the light in here? Yeah, so I thought that was kind of fun. You know, I miss Sears, but like where like the replacement for Sears now is like it's like a Home Goods, I think, now. So I don't go there. I don't know. It's just, you know, things come and go and things change and things evolve and it's just fun. I don't know. It's fun to always look back at the times that you had. Sears was one of those big things. Kmart, not so much. I know a lot of people talk about Kmart and they're like, yo, you remember the blue light special? I don't. I didn't go to Kmart a lot because I went to Sears. We went to Sears. And Kmart with the blue light special, I can't imagine how life would have been. Like, that must have been like any of those old retired people that went to Kmart, you know, to do the Kmart blue light special I don't know if it was like every hour or for like every other couple hours or maybe like at 5 p.m. every day or something. People would just hang out there. Like, our Kmart, though, had like a food court. So, like, you go sit down at the food court, have like a snack or something. You wait for that blue light special to come on, and then bam, blue light. You see the lights flashing, the alarm going off. And if anybody or anybody's Kmart didn't do that, or like they're not familiar with it, basically what it was like every hour or so, or like every few hours during the day, Kmart would like set up a table, and then like it would be a quick flash sale, a blue light special sale, whatever they had going on that day, and it's like, boom, pick this up for like 60% off, 70% off, whatever it was. And so like people would like legitly hang out at Kmart all day. They had the food court, they had the blue light. It was like a freaking event, dude. It's like, all right, this is where the old people are gonna go on a Saturday, or maybe Sunday after church, whatever it might be. It was, what happened to shopping, dude? Shopping used to be fun, I guess. I don't know. Shopping now is like, well, it's mostly digital, kind of. And that goes like the whole point, like to the gamer shop and all that, like Gamer Shop Simulator now. You think about, like, I have very fond memories of midnight releases at GameStop, EB Games, whatever game store you go to, whatever game store you went to. I have very good memories of that. I used to be the person that would go to the midnight releases all the time. I would skip school and go to the midnight releases all the time. And one of my teachers caught me skipping school and going to a midnight release. First of all, I got shit for that. That was the most embarrassing thing of all time. I walked into the classroom and they're like, they see me walk in and they're like, huh, you weren't here yesterday. I remember who he was. He was a good teacher. He was a good teacher. You weren't here yesterday. And it's like quiet and everybody's like staring at me. And then he's like, okay, everyone in the classroom, I want you to know that this guy, and they said my name, Caleb here, decided to miss school yesterday. You know why? Apparently, like, there was other people that went to midnight release with me, and I did. I have other people that went to midnight release with me. They all decided to rat my ass out. They all decided to rat me out and say, yeah, he skipped school because he went to get Halo Reach. Was it Halo Reach or was it Fable 3? I can't remember. I think it was Halo Reach. Yeah, it was Halo Reach because, yeah, it all became a freaking meme after that. And, like, the teacher decided it was hilarious for me to, like, be stood up in front of class and everyone's like, ha ha ha, you skipped a Tuesday because you went and got Halo Reach. And I'm like, really? was this necessary? Like, why? Why would you do this? Why would you do such a thing? I don't know. Back when I was in, like, I think it'd be so different if I went to school nowadays. And that I could probably speak for a lot of people here. I think it'd be so different. Like, I was like, I don't know. I was like in the realm of like where games weren't like cool, certain types of music weren't cool, but now like all that stuff that I thought was cool back in the day and other people didn't think was cool is like now cool. It's like, yo, you don't play friggin' you don't play Warzone, you don't play Fortnite, you're not cool. It's like, where the hell was, like, I was like 5-10 years ahead of the game. And I didn't even know it, dude. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just flexing. I don't know. Just silly stuff. Silly stuff nowadays. I mean, I feel bad for the kids. I mean, really, how can the hell can you not be distracted with everything that's going on? I can't imagine having to go through school through COVID. We have like attention spans to damn near zero with TikTok and this and that and Instagram and Facebook, and it's like I'm just trying to sit here and play freaking Cyclone by Baby Bash on my MySpace page. That's all I'm trying to do. Oh god. So you can see what we have going on here. We have a little bit of the next room, and the next room shows, and I think I wanted to do consoles and VRs in this next room, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have consoles and VRs into the next room. I'm not going to have a lot of money quite yet to kind of get that all in, but I'm running out of like items right now to add to our space that we've obtained, sorry. And I would like to get our rating up, but son of a bitch, man, 9.14, and I still can't get the 4 stars. What do you want me to do to get the 4 stars? I will do anything. Just let me have that 4th star. Now, because we have a rating of 9, what I can try to do and see if this is the thing. I'm going to go ahead and save the game. Right? I'm going to go ahead and save the game. I'm going to save the game. I'm going to exit the game. I'm going to reload the game. Oh my god, I exited the entire game. Damn it. All right, hang on a sec. I'm going to reload the entire game. And I'm going to see, like I just did now, I'm going to see if, by any chance, it changes the rating star or something. I don't know. Let's see here. I don't know, dude. I've been loading up our shelves, man. I've been loading up our shelves, and maybe that's been affecting our rating, but it's not affecting the stars. And that's why I need the stars, because the stars will give us the new stuff, dude. It'll give me the new monitor that I can play with. It can give us the new freaking keyboard or this or that. I should probably actually start thinking about restocking the chairs, though. I think somebody said, what is this? Like, this isn't Gamer Shop Simulator. This is Chair Shop Simulator. All right. Fair enough. Just buy a little bit of extra chairs here. Do we have money in the shop? 848. There we go. We'll take that. Thank you so much. Money's not an issue. I don't think money will ever be an issue. I think only time money was an issue was like episode 1, episode 2, maybe, you know what I mean? But like now it's like not so much of an issue anymore. I don't know. Hopefully I learn more about how and why these stars are just not fully coming through yet, you know? 4 stars. Like, oh my god, look at this. All the desks have been cleared out. That's something to kind of be afraid of. And then let's go ahead and just stock these up. I figured I'd buy these shelves just because I know what I said about the whole warehouse thing. It's kind of weird, but I feel like the shelves are kind of great for the consoles. Now, I know we have a few consoles over there. It might look good. It might look good with the consoles, like this whole shelving that we have here. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. But there's like, I'm at like a very standstill here until I can get these little bit of, I might have to play this game a little bit offline or when I'm not recording to hopefully, oh my god. Oh my god. Put it in there, my man. Put it in there. No, put it in there. Excuse me. Why are you not going in there? Rotate and put it in. What the heck? Okay. Am I not allowed to have more than one in there? What the heck? Oh my god, is this a bug? Why am I not allowed to have more than one in there? These shelves might not work. Damn it, dude. Really? Attention, what? Attention, sensitive electronic devices, you use precaution? Oh my god. I can't believe this might not work now. Oy, oy, oy. Alright, so I might have to use those shelves after all. The fact that I can only put one of these in there drives me nuts. Drives me extremely nuts. Anyways, that's going to do in today's episode. I know it was kind of shorter. Well, not that much shorter. It's just a little bit, you know, kind of a snoozer like I told you it was going to be. Until I can get the 4 stars, I don't know what else to do. So I'm going to try to play this game a little bit offline, I think, and see if we can get that 4 star. If maybe you are playing at home and you do end up getting 4 stars, legitly, you get 4 stars. Don't like try to predict how to get 4 stars. But if you end up getting 4 stars, which might be 10 rating, I don't know, let me know, please. I would really appreciate that. And let me know how you got there. You know, let me know how you got there, and that will be that. Anyways, thank you guys so much, and I will see you in the next episode, wherever that may be. And do as always, take care.